have a healthy sleep schedule. Also, The Last of Us finale had me on the floor. I loved The Last of Us, okay? I will be honest. This is my honest review of the show. I will not spoil anything. I had low expectations. I will be honest, I didn't even like the first episode. I was bored. I'll say it now. And that's because I was rejecting a new Joel and a new Ellie. I was like, this is not my Joel. This is not my Ellie. I don't like them. And that was just because I was like not really letting myself like them. Okay? And as the show went on, was I proved wrong. Pedro Pascal is my favorite person on planet Earth at the current moment. I love him so much. That's all I gotta say. I just love him. I love him. I'm binging interviews with him. I'm considering watching The Mandalorian and Game of Thrones now because I'm like, he's in other things. I want to watch him do other things. He's so cool. He's so awesome. I don't know. I don't even like those things. I do not like The Mandalorian. I don't like that. I'm like, oh God, he's in other things though. I gotta go watch him. I know. No, I already watched Game of Thrones, the episode with him. I watched his fight scene with the mountain. I went and watched that because I was like, I gotta see. So, I've never seen Game of Thrones past episode 11 or something of the first season. So I'm like, frick. Yeah, so he's, okay, my hot take is that he's like I like him as Joel better. And then I still like Ellie in the game, like, equally as much as I like Ellie in the show. That's it. No story spoilers. Just like in terms of me liking the actors, I love, the thing is I loved Ellie so much from the game that like for me to even like the Ellie from the show as much, I would say is a good thing because I was in love. So I was in love with both of them equally. Really, really like, what's her name? What is her name? And they're both British. Fantastic actors. I mean, I was sold. I was crying. I cried every episode of The Last of Us. At least like welled up tears. Fantastic show. So would highly recommend it. After episode 3, I was sold. I was looking forward to every show. I was in it. I was yelling at the screen. Like, you know when you're like that invested, you're like, no, she can't. I was gasping at the screens. Okay, that's me. God, so good. Bella Ramsey. Yeah, I've been watching her interviews. Love her. The progression was great. I like what they did a lot. I pause a lot to just be like, wow, this story is like the game and the show. Like, I was just like taking it in, like how sometimes it'd be so perfect, like almost like scene for scene. And then sometimes it was just completely different. And I was like, wow, I like what they kept and what they chose to change. Anyways, loved it. Thought it was a great thing. I highly recommend The Last of Us. Remains one of my all-time favorite games that I've ever played, along with Detroit. Single-player games. Great game. Great show. Loved it. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to be late.